What happened?
I think it ran out of gas.
So he could have survived it.
It's fair to assume that Rick and Morty has moved over the Justin Roiland controversy as Season 7 premieres. Thankfully, Rick and Morty doesn't have a voice issue, despite popular belief after Roiland's dismissal that it would. This enables a seamless transition into the new story, where Rick is attempting to eliminate Rick Prime. He is diverted in the premiere. Nevertheless, since he must assist Mr. Poopabutt Wayne is, regrettably, unhappy since his wife, Amy, left him. As a result, Rick calls on friends, including the fabled Birdperson. Rick needs Birdperson's moral support, but despite the fact that Birdperson helps Rick's team, he has a more important task to attend to. It is without a doubt his most significant exam to date. Birdperson has a long history in the Rick and Morty mythology. He battled with Rick in the Galactic Federation's war for freedom. They often came to one another's rescue while enjoying the life of a renegade. Later, Birdperson would go in rescue missions for Morty, showing the youngster that despite his faults, Rick was a decent person. Unfortunately, Tammy turns on Birdperson when he attempts to have a family with her since she is a Federation agent. She transformed him into Phoenixperson, a cyborg murderer. Fortunately, in Season 5, Rick would murder Tammy and assist in bringing Birdperson back. Fans discovered that Birdperson had a daughter with Tammy after he restored Birdperson's body and mind. She was being held behind bars since her appearance in the Ricternal Friendshine of the Spotless Mort post-credits scene proved she had both her mother's fierce independence and her father's good features. Audiences were eager to watch Birdperson save her when she was discovered to be murdering prisoners. Undoubtedly, Birdperson was irate that Rick kept the information from her, in part because he was being a jerk and wanted his friend back. Additionally, Rick doubted that Birdperson could handle another person like Tammy. Tammy's treachery hurt Birdperson. Season 6 didn't touch on this storyline, however. The beginning of Season 7 of Rick and Morty confirms that Birdperson did in fact discover his kid. However, it's not a paradise existence. Birdotter is discovered living with Birdperson and how Poopy got his poop back. But she despises him. She has blackened her hair and exudes despair and rage. Her emo-goth punk aesthetic makes it clear that she opposes authority and the establishment. Due to Birdotter's outburst at him, he is only too pleased to portal out with Rick to aid Wayne. Even yet, it's pretty terrible and touching since he attempted to be empathetic and understanding toward her. Fans are left wondering whether he will be a decent father. She has so far been involved in mischief and minor criminality. He finds it repugnant that he devotes time to her simply to cause anguish in return. She even cries out that she misses being in jail before storming out, much to his dismay. Later, the weary father vents to the other men about how horrible life is. Although it is sad to hear Birdperson berating her, one can understand his desire to vent. Fans would want to witness how he broke her out, creating a private, personal mission at some time. This has deeper significance and a clearer purpose, and it seems as if the family's larger destiny is taking shape. Some filler to discover what she did in her spare time, what she considered to be entertainment, and what was truly motivating the dad to exhibit unusually caustic and nasty language. Something that's significant, explaining why the relationship is failing, requires context. There is a significant analogy to be drawn here. In response to what Birdperson done for Morty, Rick recognizes his closest buddy needs assistance. The Smiths were constantly protected by Birdperson, who even invited them to his wedding. He might see Rick at that moment as a kind of dad to a Morty who couldn't relate to Jerry and Beth. Birdperson also warns Rick to quit being poisonous and self-obsessed because of this. He often advised Rick to put his family first and to curb his ego and ambitions. When Rick and Morty's team is battling Predator, the subtle message from the Adult Swim program is brought back into the present. Given that the Predator is now in love with Amy, Wayne learns to let go. Birdperson recalls the value of family and hopes that he can heal fences when he returns home. However, Rick has the chance to step in and show Birdotter what her dad once did. She could listen to Rick but won't listen to Birdperson. They are both aggressive, and there's always a potential that Birdotter may connect with Morty and Summer as well. She can discover more about her father via this adolescent army. This would unite the two families, allow the Smiths to provide sound counsel to a devoted friend, and pave the way for them to help their friends. Birdperson is like a second family to the Smiths, who don't often interact with strangers in this way. With Beth, Summer, and Space Beth, Rick did get a lot of parenting knowledge. Therefore, he has experience that is underappreciated. It's time to make sense of everything and portray Rick as a responsible adult who cares about his coworkers' happiness. Rick would not want the Bird family to ignore one another since he is aware of how simple it is to be a lousy parent. In the end, this provides material for a heartfelt sub-arc that Rick and Morty should explore more since it would reintroduce the beloved Birdperson and demonstrate the development of the next generation.